Friends, sometimes we notice little changes as we get older, things that might make us feel a bit less like ourselves. Maybe you've felt that dip in your energy, or perhaps you've noticed something more personal like a shift in intimacy that's left you wondering, why is this happening? If that's crossed your mind, I want you to know two things right now. First, you're absolutely not alone. And second, much of this is within our control. Today, I want to talk openly about a topic many of us avoid: erection problems. But more importantly, let's chat about how everyday choices, like what we eat, drink, or smoke, play a huge role. Because when you understand the why, you gain the power to make changes that truly matter. Now, I know this can feel awkward to discuss, but here's the beautiful truth. Your body is always talking to you. And often, these challenges are its way of saying, hey, let's tweak a few things. So today, we'll walk through how habits like smoking or that extra glass of wine don't just affect your lungs or liver. They quietly impact blood flow where it counts most. And trust me, the fixes aren't about drastic overhauls. They're about gentle, sustainable shift. Let's start with two big ones: smoking and alcohol. First up, smoking. Now, I get it, if you've smoked for years, quitting feels daunting. But let me share something eye-opening. See, erections rely on healthy blood vessels. Picture tiny, delicate hoses delivering blood where it needs to go. Smoking? It's like pouring sludge into those hoses. The chemicals in cigarettes, especially nicotine, damage the lining of your blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow. Over time, that reduces blood flow everywhere, including down below. Think of it like a garden hose with kinks. No matter how much water's available, it won't flow right. And here's what's hopeful. Your body is incredibly forgiving. Even if you've smoked for decades, stopping now can improve blood flow in just weeks. My friend Bob, 68, quit last year. He started with small steps, replacing his after-dinner cigarette with a walk around the block. Today, he jokes that he feels 10 years younger in more ways than one. You don't need perfection, just progress. Now let's talk about alcohol. Oh, I know, a glass of wine with dinner feels like a well-earned treat. And in moderation, it's usually fine. But when we overdo it, alcohol becomes a sneaky saboteur. Here's how. Alcohol is a depressant. It slows down your nervous system, including the signals that tell blood vessels to relax and widen for an erection. Plus, it dehydrates you and messes with hormone levels, especially testosterone, which is key for sexual health. But here's the real kicker. Even if you're not a heavy drinker, that nightcap habit might be doing more harm than you think. As we age, our bodies process alcohol slower. What felt harmless at 40 might now linger in your system, quietly causing issues. Now, I'm not saying you must quit entirely, unless your doctor advises it. But try this. Swap one drink a day for sparkling water with lemon, or have alcohol-free days each week. Small changes add up. What ties these two together? Blood flow. Smoking and alcohol both strain your circulatory system, the very highway your body uses for arousal. The good news? Improving one habit often helps the other. When Bob cut back on smoking, he found he craved fewer drinks too. His energy soared, and well, let's just say his wife noticed the difference. So, if you take one thing from today, let it be this. Your choices matter, but they don't define you. Maybe you've smoked since your 20s. Maybe you enjoy a nightly bourbon. That's okay, today's just about awareness. Next time, we'll dive into two more everyday culprits hiding in plain sight: sugar and those processed foods we all grew up loving. You might be shocked how closely they're linked to your vitality. Until then, be kind to yourself. This isn't about judgment, it's about empowerment. And remember, every positive step, no matter how small, is a win. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you noticed how lifestyle changes affected your health? Drop a comment below. We're all in this together. We'll continue this conversation soon. Take care, friends. So, friends, let's pick up right where we left off. Remember how we talked about smoking and alcohol quietly affecting that all-important blood flow? Well, today we're shining a light on two more everyday habits that might be tripping you up, and I'll bet they're hiding in your kitchen. First up, sugar. Oh, sweet, sneaky sugar. Now, I'm not talking about the occasional slice of birthday cake. It's the hidden sugars, the ones lurking in your cereal, sauces, and even that healthy granola bar. Here's why this matters so much for your vitality. When sugar floods your bloodstream day after day, it's like tossing sand into a finely tuned engine. It causes inflammation, damages blood vessels, and over time can lead to insulin resistance, where your body struggles to process sugar properly. And guess what? Damaged blood vessels mean weaker blood flow everywhere. But here's the hopeful part. You don't need to ban desserts forever. It's about smarter swaps. My neighbor Clara, 72, loved her afternoon soda. She switched to sparkling water with a splash of real cranberry juice, not the sugary cocktail kind, and within a month, her energy levels improved. She even noticed her blood pressure numbers looking better at her checkup. Small shift, big payoff. Now let's talk about the real wolf in sheep's clothing, trans fat. These artificial fats are found in processed foods like fried snacks, margarine, and store-bought pastries. They're created to make food last longer on shelves, but here's the problem. They wreak havoc on your arteries. Trans fats raise your bad LDL cholesterol while lowering your good HDL cholesterol. It's like double sabotage for your blood vessels. Stiff, clogged arteries simply can't deliver the strong, steady blood flow needed for erections. You might be thinking, but I've eaten these foods for years. I hear you. My dad grew up on canned biscuits and vegetable shortening. It was the norm back then. But today we know better. And your body? It's resilient. Start by checking labels for the words, partially hydrogenated oils. That's code for trans fat. Swap margarine for real butter or olive oil. Choose air-popped popcorn over chip. My friend Ray, 67, switched his morning toast spread from margarine to avocado, and he swears it's made him feel lighter and more vibrant. Now let's connect the dots. Sugar and trans fats don't just affect your heart or waistline, they directly impact nitric oxide. That's the magic molecule that relaxes blood vessels and lets blood flow freely. When sugar inflames your arteries and trans fats stiffen them, nitric oxide can't do its job properly. It's like trying to blow up a balloon with a kink in it. But here's the empowering truth. Food is medicine. What you put on your plate can heal you. Focus on whole foods. Think colorful veggies, berries, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon. These foods fight inflammation, protect blood vessels, and boost nitric oxide naturally. And don't stress over being perfect. Start with one meal. Try a veggie omelet instead of a pastry for breakfast, or snack on almonds instead of cookies. Your body will thank you in ways you might not expect. You know, I spoke with a gentleman named Frank last month. At 70, he'd resigned himself to just getting older and accepting certain limitations. But after cutting back on processed foods and hidden sugars, he told me, I feel like I've got a second wind, and not just in the bedroom. My joints ache less, I sleep better, it's all connected. And he's right. When you nourish your blood vessels, you nourish your whole life. So, what's next? We've covered 4 key culprits: smoking, alcohol, sugar, and trans fat. But there's one more powerful factor we haven't touched yet: inflammation. It's the silent fire burning inside so many of us, often fueled by these very habits. In our final chat, we'll explore how to calm that inflammation for good and how simple, joyful choices can restore your vitality from the inside out. Until then, why not try one small change this week? Maybe swap soda for herbal tea, or try baking potatoes instead of frying them. Notice how you feel, and I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below. Your story might inspire someone else. This journey isn't about deprivation, it's about reclaiming the vibrant life you deserve. Every bite, every choice is a step toward that. Take good care, friends. I'll see you soon for our final part. Well, my friends, we've walked through some eye-opening territory together. We talked about how smoking narrows those vital pathways, how alcohol can dampen your body's signals, and how sugar and trans fats quietly stiffen the rivers of life within you. Now, let's tie it all together with one powerful force that connects them all: inflammation. You see, inflammation is like a slow-burning fire inside your body. A little is normal. It helps heal a cut or fight a cold. But when it becomes chronic, when that fire never truly goes out, that's when it starts damaging your blood vessels, nerves, and yes, your vitality. Those 4 habits we've discussed: smoking, too much alcohol, excess sugar, and trans fats, they're all throwing gasoline on that fire. Think of it this way. Every cigarette, sugary soda, fried snack, or heavy pour of liquor sends sparks flying into your system. Over time, those sparks create scar tissue in your arteries, making them less flexible. And stiff arteries can't expand the way they need to when your body calls for strong blood flow. It's not just about your heart or your energy, it's about every part of you that relies on healthy circulation. But here's the beautiful truth. You hold the bucket of water. Simple, everyday choices can calm that inflammation and restore balance. And it's not about drastic diets or impossible goals. It's about gentle, joyful shift. Let's talk about the 5th key: managing stress and moving your body. You might wonder, what does stress have to do with this? Oh, more than you'd think. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, a hormone that, over time, worsens inflammation and tightens blood vessels. Ever notice how worry can make your shoulders tense? That same tension happens inside your arteries. So how do we soften it? Breathe deeply. Just 5 minutes a day of slow, deep breath signals your body: we're safe. We can relax. Move gently. A daily 20-minute walk in nature isn't just good for your joints. It lowers stress and boosts nitric oxide, your blood vessel's best friend. Sleep deeply. Rest is repair. Aim for 7 hours. If you struggle, try magnesium-rich foods like almonds or spinach before bed. And remember Frank, who we mentioned earlier. He started taking stress walks after dinner instead of scrolling news on his phone. Within weeks, he slept better, felt calmer, and yes, noticed a real difference in his intimate life. Turns out, he laughed, letting go of worry helps other things let go too, bringing it all together. So, let's gently recap what truly matters. Smoking stiffens your arteries. Excess alcohol dulls your nervous system. Sugar inflames your blood vessels. Trans fats clog your inner pathways. Chronic stress tightens everything. But look at what you gain when you soften these habits. White heavy checkmark, stronger blood flow. White heavy checkmark, more energy. White heavy checkmark, deeper sleep. White heavy checkmark, brighter mood. White heavy checkmark, and yes, renewed vitality where it counts. This isn't about perfection. It's about direction. Start with one change that feels doable. Swap afternoon cookies for berries and walnut. Trade margarine on toast for mashed avocado. Replace a nightly drink with tart cherry tea, great for inflammation. Take a news detox walk at sunset. Every small yes to yourself is a victory. Closing thoughts. Friends, getting older isn't about decline. It's about refinement. Your body is wise. It's asking you to partner with it, not fight it. And you have so much power here. Blood flow isn't just a part of your health. It's the river of life flowing through you. Tend that river, and everything blossoms. I'd love to hear your journey. Did you try swapping one habit? Notice a change? Share below. Your story might light the way for someone feeling alone in this. If this resonated, give the video a thumbs up. It helps others find these conversations. And subscribe if you haven't. We explore real, kind, practical ways to thrive after 55. Remember, every small step is a celebration. Every choice for your well-being is an act of self-love. You deserve to feel vibrant, connected, and fully alive at any age. Here's to your health and your joy. Your journey matters. Share your story below. End of video.